Hello and welcome to my channel. This is part one of my cabinet makeover that I'm going to be putting in my dining room. This is the product I decided to use to refinish my piece of furniture for the dining room. I didn't know this even existed, but there's no sanding or stripping involved. You can just wash your piece and paint the bond on that comes in this kit. It's a regular little kit. I found it at Home Depot. There's two sizes. There's a $70 size, which is the large one. This is the smaller one for $35. And this kit enables you to pick any one of these colors to redo your furniture in. We picked this Tate Green, which is the second one in from the left and the second one down. Originally we were going to do the cocoa, but you'll see in the video we changed our mind partway through. The bond just needs to be tinted at the store for you. And it's a very easy product to use. All the instructions come inside of it. On top of this product, I did decide to paint my shelves. They were very damaged, and when you get the bond tinted, you can only use that one color, and I wanted two colors on my armoire that I'm redoing. So I did decide to use a paint and paint the shelves, which you'll see. But the rest of it was redone with this kit. Here is the cabinet, how I found it. It was in the downstairs of an old home. It's got a lot of damage to it. It was actually screwed to the wall because his floor was uneven, but I just wanted to show you the state it was in. I don't know what I'm going to do with the hardware yet, but you can see there's some gouges, not too much, some spilled paint, other things. I wanted a big project and I saw it. I couldn't pass it up because of the width, and I really needed a cabinet for my dining room. I have to stop calling it an armoire. It's a cabinet. But the glass in the doors was brand new, so I thought I'd give it a go. Okay, at this point on this little armoire, I have the doors off and I've cleaned it thoroughly. I also took the two back pieces off. This room is really cluttered because I have it in my 3-season room. I just didn't want to work on it in the garage. It was too cold. The basement, it's too much accessibility for my cats. So if I have it back here, I can close them off. Still stalking me. And I can work on this in peace and then keep them away from it. So it's been cleaned and deglazed. And the deglazer I used is out of the Rust-oleum kit. And as you can see, there's quite a few nicks in the top of this. So what I'm going to do is just strip the top before I do anything else. And I'm just going to use, one of the safe strippers and just get all of that off. Because even if, even after deglazing it, it's not smooth enough to just use the bond over it. See, it's kind of beat up. So I'll smooth it down a little after it's stripped, and I think I'm just going to paint the top black. And the rest I think I'm going to do in the cocoa color in the Rust-oleum kit. The inside here is pretty rough, these drawers. They have the stain on them, and I think it's because this was at one time used as a gun cabinet, and it might be gun oil of some kind, the cleaning oils or whatever. So I sanded them so they're smooth, and I think I'm just gonna prime them and paint them. So I haven't decided what color I'm gonna paint them yet, but that's the plan. So I'll use the bond on the rest of this piece. I think I'm gonna paint the top black and paint the inside. So there's a couple of steps to go before I can really start the prettying up phase. I also have to get the wood for the back. It had some warping. I was gonna work with it. I decided not to. So I popped that all off and just left this one piece. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this here and put two other pieces on, or if I'm just gonna pop this off as well and just put a thicker piece on the whole back. It can take it. So we'll see, but it's nice and tall. I think it's gonna be nice storage. And as you can see, look how narrow it is, which is even better. Just what I was looking for. So I'm super excited to keep going on this. I'm still feeling pretty good about it, even though I had to take the back off. And here's the doors cleaned up. I think with the top black, I might even paint just the doors black too and do the rest in cocoa, but I'm not sure. But the glass in these doors is brand new. So get an idea, it's a pretty good height. It's not huge. The room's not huge, so it'll be good. Okay, so here's 2 days later. I've gotten the brown on the shelves that I'm going to be using, and it is called Kona Brown, K-O-N-A. I think it's a Rust-oleum. And the shelves have been sanded and painted, and the top I sanded down because it still had a few little divots in it, and I painted it also. The rest is going to be in this Tate green color. The tint is one of the options with the kit. I am going to try the glazing technique, which will make it look more stained. But when you first put it on, you put on 2 coats with just a regular paintbrush, and it goes on just like a paint. So I'm not sure if the staining or the glazing technique will work, but I'm going to give it a try. And so far it's looking good. It sure smells a lot better, but the green will go up on the insides here, on the top. But all the horizontal pieces will stay brown. So if the stain doesn't work out to look, or the paint doesn't turn out to look more of like a stain when I'm finished, if the glazing doesn't work, I may do some distressing. So I might do that too. I'm not sure yet, but it's coming.